Hello, hello. I'm Christy Forsyth. This is your weekly reading where we talk all about what is happening in the cosmos, what is happening in the collective energy, in the astrology this week. What is going on? What is it that you're feeling? What is it that we can expect throughout the course of this week? And how can you make the most of it? That's the most important part, right? Because we are always going to have something going on with the energy. And when we have an understanding of what's happening with it, then we can know how to use it to our benefit. And that's exactly what these readings are for. So we are going to be talking about the channeled messages that I have connected with, what it is that I am understanding, what it is that I am feeling here in this energy. And then we are going to build upon those messages with a tarot reading at the end. So make sure you stick around till the end. The tarot part is where I bring all of the messages together, and it just helps to complete the story of what it is that you need to know. If you ever catch yourself throughout the course of any given week saying, what the hell is going on with this energy, or just what is going on, this is a good video for you to watch. Typically, you are probably somebody who is connected to the energy that's happening around you. You are sensitive to energy, you're feeling the energy, and that is what's going on. So let me know what you guys are feeling, what you guys are experiencing. Say hello, subscribe if you haven't already, like this video, share this video, do all of the things because it helps these to connect with the right people who need these messages. So let's start to talk about what is going on in this energy. The first thing that I want to highlight, because this is really important, is that we are officially in the Lionsgate energy. This is my favorite portal of the year. I just find it to be the most powerful. We are in Leo season, and this always comes along with Leo season. And I love the vibe of the Lionsgate portal. It is a really beautiful opening for blessings, for us to experience spiritual, energetic upgrades, for us to connect with an important level up in our lives. There's a lot that comes through, and it is a really good portal for bringing in abundance into our life, whether that's financially, whether that's through opportunity or time. It's a beautiful opportunity for that. So we are in this energy, and this is an important time for us to be intentional. So making sure that you're taking a little bit of time to put out to God, the universe, whatever that is for you, what it is that you want, what it is that you want to create, what it is that you're calling into your experience, because you might just get it here in this energy. It's very powerful. And I find that a lot of important things happen over the course of the Lionsgate portal. One thing that I've noticed is that there are opportunities, and there are important opportunities and important people that tend to come through over the course of this Lionsgate portal. This will be open until August 12th. So you have a little bit of a window here with this. And of course, this peaks on 8/8. And that is going to be a really important time to especially important time for us to be intentional. If you would like to celebrate with us, that is when we are going to be having our Soul Circle meeting in my membership. That's going to be happening on 8/8 at 8 and 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you would like to join us, that's just one of the many things that I offer in my membership. It's a great chance to connect with a spiritual community, to set some intentions, to ask the questions that you want to ask, to talk about the things that you want to talk about. Hi, Katie. Nice to see you here. So yeah, we have that going on. And so the Lionsgate is open. This is a beautiful opportunity. So put it out there because you just might get it. I also so when I connected with this, of course, the Lionsgate is very connected with repeating eights, right? Which are all about abundance. But I also saw in my mind that the repeating fours. So a lot of you might be seeing a lot of the repeating eights or the repeating fours right now, because I do feel like the fours are showing up right now because I think things are starting to come together. There is a level of stability that's being created. There is a level of connections coming together and taking things to the next level. All of these things that we connect with the fours. We are doing things that are foundational for success in our future. So if you are noticing those repeating fours showing up, that's probably why. And this is a very much a collective energy that is showing up. And I'm also feeling like here in this energy that there's some kind of risk, some kind of situation that we are considering. We are still in Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is a time for us to reflect and review and look back. And I think that we're doing that for sure. And we might even have some opportunities circling back around, but we're definitely reflecting. We're definitely, hopefully anyway, noticing what's showing up for us and noticing what we need to review, what we need to reconsider, all of these things. And I think in this energy, there is some kind of opportunity that is coming up. And I'm feeling like I'm going to just call it for the collective and say, this is a risk worth taking. But, and I do want to say, but it's okay to take your time to decide. You don't have to rush into anything. In fact, it's not really recommended that you rush into anything during Mercury retrograde. So take your time and use this time, this energy, for what it's good for, and let it help you to see what it is that you need to know, what it is that you need to understand. So don't get too caught up if you're feeling confused, if you're feeling like things are kind of cloudy right now. That's okay. It's okay to take your time. But I think that for a lot of us, we're going to find that there's something that we're feeling really pulled to lean into, that we know on some level that it's a risk, on some level that we're needing to lean into the unknown. I'm feeling really strongly that we need to be leaning into the unknown, being open to new experiences, being open to taking experiences to the next level, just being open. I think being open in this energy is going to be really key and really important. So, for example, if you're considering, I know actually a lot of people who are in a position where they have worked somewhere for a long time, and all of a sudden they've been feeling this need to change. And now some things are starting to happen and move forward. And there's like a little bit of that hesitation to move forward into the new, because if they do that, then they're leaving behind their comfort zone. And they're leaving behind what they've known. And there's a lot of reasons why that can be difficult. But I do feel like a lot of what's coming up right now is going to turn out to be a risk worth taking, but you don't have to rush yourself. And so I think part of this is a willingness to lean into the unknown, to step into the unknown, and to trust yourself enough to know what it is that you need to do. Your intuition knows. It's really important for you to trust yourself. Hi, Nicholas. Nice to see you here. So be willing to do that and trust the process as well. The process is unfolding. We are always being shown. And I think right now we're very much being shown the things that we need to see. I really feel like if you're putting questions out there, if there's a element of confusion, if you have a question, or if you're just wondering about something, in this energy, I'm finding that the answer will come to you in expected and definitely unexpected ways, where it just kind of shows up for you and you're like, oh, well, there's the answer to my question. And I think that there's a lot of that happening right now. So put your questions out there. Ask God to help you to understand. Ask the universe to help you to understand, and watch that happen for you. I feel like whatever this is takes people to the next level, or it is about taking something to the next level. So maybe it's some kind of a career risk that you're considering. Again, maybe it's being willing to take a new job and leave behind what it is that you know, and you're not sure, you don't know exactly where this is going, but it feels like a risk worth taking. Or maybe you're considering taking a relationship to the next level. Or, I mean, this can be so many different things, but let me know what this looks like for you guys. It might be something that is seemingly small for other people, but for you, it's a big deal. And it feels like a big risk. And when I was connecting with this, I just kept hearing, it's safe to trust this. It's safe to trust this. I think that we are seeking that safety, but I think a lot of things that have made us feel safe, secure, comfortable in the past no longer make us feel that way because we're different people. And so that safety that you're seeking, I think, is actually on the other side of the risk. The progress that you're looking for is actually on the other side of the risk. But again, you don't have to jump on this. In fact, I don't recommend that you jump on this. Nicholas, this is a collective reading, so it's a reading for everybody. So I hope that you take something from this and that it connects for you. So also when I was connecting with this energy, I heard, you did it. And I think that there are people out there who need to hear that. And I feel specifically like there are some people who watch my videos who have been in their Mercury retrograde reflection thinking about, is my grandma who passed away, is she proud of me? Is my friend who passed away, is he proud of me? Is this person that mattered so much, is my husband who passed away, is he proud of me? So somebody that we loved here on earth and they're no longer here on this side of the veil, and we're reflecting on that and we're thinking about that. So this isn't for everybody, but I think that this is going to resonate for a lot of people. And so you're reflecting on that, and the answer to that is absolutely, they're proud of you. And I feel like there are some things this week that are coming together that you feel like you would love to celebrate with that person. And what I want you to understand is that you are, and you do. When you celebrate your progress, they're there, they're with you, they're watching you every step of the way. And I hear it in my mind. It's like, you did it. You did it. And they're acknowledging that for you. But I also feel really called to say, you need to acknowledge that for you. This is so important for us to just honor the progress, to honor the efforts that we have been making, to honor the investments that we have been putting in. Your ancestors, your loved ones, in here on this side of the veil and on the other side of the veil are all celebrating with you and wanting to celebrate with you. So if you're feeling the call this week to put together some kind of a celebration, have a celebration. This is so important. And I think that it's so important in some way, shape, or form to take a little bit of time to acknowledge and celebrate your progress. I want you to really see it, because a lot of times we don't slow down long enough to see it. We don't slow down long enough to say, hey, you did it. Good job. And we're always on to the next thing. And that's just how human beings are built. We're built to create as much as we possibly can. So that's pretty normal and pretty healthy. But can we also pause and hold gratitude for what has happened, and gratitude for ourselves for our part in making things happen? So letting this reflection, I think a lot of the reflection that we're doing is about, if we're allowing it, how far we've come and what has developed and what's going on, and to be willing to give ourselves a pat on the back. There's a real expansion that's happening right now. I think that a lot of things are coming together. I think that opportunities are coming in, and we might see that and be processing that and trying to figure out, okay, do I go for this? I think the risks that are coming in, the things that are happening, like, it feels overwhelming because we know what's possible with it. So I want you to just let yourself daydream about that and explore what's possible and be open to even what's not possible, to be open to a bigger vision with that, and to be open to things happening in a way that's different than we expected. I had something, I think this is maybe my risk, I don't know, my risk worth taking, but I had something happen today and it was out of the blue and it was very unexpected, and it's something that I have to make a decision about. And I feel like a big part of my own personal work, and I think maybe some of the work for some of you, I think this will resonate for some of you, is that I'm going to have to set my ego aside, and I know it. I'm going to have to relinquish control, and I know it, if I lean into this, because it is a risk, but it's also really exciting. It's also something that I've reflected on in the past before. So don't overthink it. You know, we're in Leo season, and Leo season is about living our lives. In fact, I've had this conversation several times today. Like, can we just live right now and be living? And so I think if we're just living and you're following, I'm going to just live my life, that kind of mindset, is this risk or these things that you're considering for your life or these changes that you want to make, if you're just following your flow and living your life, does it feel good for your flow to lead you into that? I think that'll tell you a lot. It's okay to mix it up. I think this energy invites us to mix it up, to try different things, to have a good time, to enjoy. I always say Leo season is end of summer vibes, where we're just kind of realizing, oh, I need to make the most of this time that I have. And so how are you making the most of the time that you have? This is going to be really key and important for you. All right, so let's take a look at the cards that I pulled. Also notice what you're being shown. The Fool, a risk worth taking. I've already shuffled these cards, by the way, and I just get them in order and I pull from the top. So I will pull the cards and then I will talk about the meaning. The Knight of Swords, a risk worth taking. The Ten of Pentacles, because there are great rewards on the other side of it. Holy moly. The Knight of Wands, forward movement. The Eight of Swords, get out of your head. Don't keep yourself stuck in the same old way, the same old pattern. Hi, Stephen. These Seven of Cups, you have some decisions to make. You have some things in front of you. Oh, I'm hearing one more card. This is one extra card than I normally pull. The King of Pentacles. This makes so much sense. Okay, let's talk about it. The Fool card. The Fool card is leaning into some kind of a new beginning. And again, maybe you're taking your time with this. You don't have to decide this week, but I think that you're feeling into it this week. I think that you're processing it and exploring it. And if it feels right, maybe you're leaning into it this week. But this is a risk worth taking. This is a risk where the universe is going to catch you, where God is going to catch you, where you can walk off this cliff and all will be well. And this is such a beautiful energy, right? The Fool, they call the Fool because there's an innocence to it. There's just a blind trust. And I think that this is a powerful thing for us to lean into right now. You might not see exactly how that's going to happen, but do you trust yourself and do you trust God enough to carry you through the direction that your intuition is showing you that you need to go? The Knight of Swords. You know, I feel with this, like that there is like a follow your intuition kind of energy. And when you get clear, go for it. Okay. So when you have those moments of clarity, when we step out of this cloudy energy and you're like, I know that I know, right? This is about going for it. This is about sometimes charging full speed ahead. Now, I don't think we're going to be charging full speed ahead. I'm kind of tired with Mercury retrograde. It can make us more tired. And definitely we've had a lot going on with the Schumann resonance as well. And that is kind of crazy. I woke up at 4 a.m. today, wide awake, and I am exhausted now, but it's like these surges of energy we're getting, and then we're getting all of these upgrades, downloads with the Lion's Gate. So there's a lot of light codes. There's a lot that our body is processing. April is saying, I feel like I've heard the biggest risk can bring you the biggest rewards. That sounds scary, but pretty dang exciting too. I agree. And that is what they say. Let's see. Stephen is saying, not to interrupt, so please only address this when you have a moment, but I'll be curious to hear your thoughts on seeing people in dreams that are passed on many years ago. Stephen, to me, that depends on how the dream feels. So what I mean by that is, if it feels scary, if it feels like there's a lot of fear, or it's very emotional in like a heavy, difficult way, that is a fear-based dream, or that is your brain trying to work through old stuff, which we can have that happen during Mercury retrograde for sure. But if it feels like you're connecting with a crossed loved one and you're just enjoying time and you're aware of their presence, dreams are a really beautiful place for connecting. And you're saying reuniting. Dreams are a really beautiful place to reunite. So if that's happening for you, trust it. Again, trust yourself, okay? So Knight of Swords, following, moving forward once we have that clarity. And I'm hearing not looking back. Don't look back, just go, just dive in, just go for it. Once you know, you know. Because it's leading to this 10 of Pentacles. This is security. This is happiness. This is having all the things. This is this little tree that you have been trying to take care of, these seeds that you've been trying to grow for a long time. This is the full development of the tree. And I do feel like some of this is about risks that we've already taken, work that we've already put in, because I do feel like there's a lot of rewards that are happening right now for hard work that we have invested in the past. Okay, so some of this is about that too. Some of you are like, I don't want to take a risk. I don't even know what you're talking about with a risk. And if that's the case, then this is just about leaning into the blessings that are wanting to come in for you, and you not having to work so hard, you not having to invest so much of yourself. This might be a season of ease for you, but I'm also feeling like for those who are like trying to make a decision about a risk that they might take, that this is about the reward on the other side of that, and that is coming. But it's also saying it's safe. It's safe to trust this, and that there is safety and security in that, and that you are developing something really amazing, that it's taking things that you've already worked on and taking it many, many levels up. It's safe to invest in this. The Knight of Wands, more go for it energy. Another night, the two fastest nights in the tarot during a time when the energy is slowed down. But this is leaning into that Leo energy where it's just like, I feel passionate, I feel excited, and now I'm going for it. Okay, so Barb's saying she's taking a risk, but she's not sure how it's going. I think you're going to be shown, Barb, and I think like there are great rewards that are coming in for you. So, because we've definitely been making some decisions leading up to this point as well. So if you feel excited about it, if you feel passionate about it, this is saying go for it, go after it, and move forward with it. Take action on it, okay? But also if you decide that you're going to go for it, I feel like it's like go all in. Be consistent. Because that Knight of Wands can sometimes be a little bit inconsistent, so go all in. Eight of Swords, not surprised to see this here, because I think we may find ourselves in our heads a bit, reflecting on things. This feels like being boxed in. And maybe it's a box that we have created ourselves, a cage that we've created ourselves. I'm not even kidding you. I have a window that's in front of me. I just watched a white feather float right past that window. That is a message from the angels. That is a message from your loved ones. This is something really beautiful. Do not box yourself in. Do not keep yourself small. That's what I was talking about when that feather floated past. I wish you guys could have seen it. So trust where you're feeling led or where you're being led, and let it support you in your expansion. The Lion's Gate is all about the expansion. Understanding that she has all of the ability. Look at the picture. She has the ability to walk out of this cage, but she doesn't see it because she is blindfolded and she's tied up. But even the whatever she's tied up with is drawn in a way that's loose because she can set herself free, and all she has to do is walk forward. All the Fool has to do is walk forward. Take the first step. Take the first step and then keep going. And then give it everything you have. Give it your all. We have options in front of us. 7 of Cups. Now, some options are going to be better than others, but why would you not trust yourself to know the difference? You know when something isn't right for you. You know when something is. It's just that sometimes when we decide from a place of fear or wanting to stay in what is known. And this is saying be open to different options, be open to different possibilities. It might even surprise you. It might be moving in a direction that is totally different than where you expected it to go. And you get to sit here with your cups and reflect on them. But you see that some of these cups are a little bit more fun than others. Go for the fun cups. Go for the cups that feel good, that feel exciting, or that feel like you're being pulled to them and you don't know why. The King of Pentacles. Because what you are investing in is going to invest in you back. So if your risk is to put yourself out there in some way, I think that you're going to get that back. You're going to have a positive reception to that experience. If you are thinking about investing in something or someone, I think you're going to get a solid return on your investment. This is also having the Midas touch, that whatever you're focusing, whatever you're working on is going to create really beautiful things for you. And specifically, it can create a lot of extra money for you. I think there's a lot of abundance here with this Lion's Gate energy. And speaking of that, I haven't mentioned this yet today, but we start next Monday, so less than a week from now, August 4th, and you don't have to be there the first day. You can start late, you can start whenever, but in my membership, it's only $9.99 a month. We're doing a Magnetize Your Money challenge, because why would I not do that during the Lion's Gate? And so we're going to be creating the Midas touch. We are going to be every single day for 5 weeks, every single weekday for 5 weeks, we're going to have a practice, a tool, something that is going to support you in magnetizing more money your way. So I'm going to be sharing everything that I know from psychology, from my training in mindset, from metaphysical training, from intuition training, from my vast understanding of how energy works. And I'm going to be sharing all of that to help you to magnetize money to you. And that is only one of the things that is happening in my membership. I have over 4 years worth of content. I have a monthly reading that's like this, but it is monthly. It goes over the entire month and what to expect. I have energy sessions, meditations, hypnosis. I have my nervous system challenge that we just got done doing up in there. I have classes. I think I already said that. so many things, but it's meant to be a tool for your spiritual intuition and personal growth journey. So I would love to have you join us. I put the thing for the money challenge up, but you can also find my membership at my website at claritybychristy.com. I've got all the links below. Check that out. We would love to have you join us. And I have a sale right now. If you use the code Lionsgate for the annual, it's only $9.99 or $99 for the year, but it's going to be $88 for the entire year. And you lock in that rate for every year that you stay in the membership. So you can do that. You can do the $9.99 a month, stay for as long as you want, cancel anytime. But we would love to have you. We'd love to have you join us for our Lionsgate Portal Soul Circle meeting. That's going to be live 8/8 at 8 p.m. So all the things. And I hope that you will join us. It's a really beautiful community that is building in there. There's amazing tools. I've gotten the best feedback. Thank you guys so much for being here today. If you made it all the way to the end, you are the real ones. I appreciate you so much. If you feel called, please share this video, like this video, comment, leave your favorite emoji. All of it helps to just get these videos connecting with the right people. I will see you all soon with another video. I love you all and take care.